Welcome, Bedrock family. It is so good to be with you all today as we think about the launch of Bedrock Forest and all the things God is doing. A couple of things just to prepare us as we dive into the summer. First, I want to ask you to continue to pray. Let me tell you something. The enemy is active, but he is inferior, and we need to be on our knees in prayer. Prayer is the weapon God has given us to continue to intercede before his throne, to seek mercy and grace to help in our time of need. And so I want to encourage you, pray. Pray, continue to pray for the building that God has provided for us and for God to continue to provide favor there with public officials. Continue to pray for our neighbors. As you're driving through Forest, would you continue to pray that God would push back the darkness? Would you pray that God would divinely orchestrate conversations with lost people? We're already getting all kinds of reports of people that are connecting with other people in Forest, people part of Bedrock Forest that are connecting with other people in Forest and having gospel conversations just through a variety of coincidences in God's providence. We're seeing that happen. So let's continue to pray. I also want to say thank you so much for serving. Man, you all stepped up. I know some were out of town and other things were going on, but for those that were there, it was phenomenal to see how we were able to come in to the Forest community and just serve them without any expectation of anything in return, but to show them the love of God. The last thing I want to bring up to us today is to ask you to continue to connect with people. Let me tell you something. The gospel is not about having a church service. The gospel is about seeing lives transformed and moved from a kingdom of darkness to the kingdom of light. Would you make it your call to pray for God to open doors and to be courageous in having gospel conversations with people that you come in contact with? Would you also pray about, if you're a life group leader or something like that, pray about maybe a creative opportunity to serve the people of Forest. Maybe it's the apartment complex across the street or next door to Forest Middle School. Whatever it is, we pray that you would continue to move forward in prayer as we see this church plant blossom and we see the gospel go forth in this community. Thank you so much for all that you're doing. Can't wait to see you and cannot wait till we are meeting regularly together.